Hello, everybody. Happy open enrollment for 2023. I'm Candace. I work down in HR. We're going to go through a few of the things, all benefits related for you today. If you haven't signed up for a benefits break, you want to do that. We're in the room that those will happen in. And in our room, we have a few forms that you can pick up and trinkets that you can pick up and booklets that you can pick up. I do want to highlight a couple things. One is this here. We are rolling out new t-shirts. People around here like t-shirts, and we're coming out with 3 different colors. It's a special order. So when you come down, you can get a blue, a black, or a vintage rose order. They're $10 a piece. So there's a form down here for you. And then another thing that we just rolled out, you may have seen employee and spouse voluntary wellness screenings. We're going to do those in January. These posters are around the hospital, so you scan the QR code and you can put yourself or your spouse, even if you're not on our health plan, for a wellness screening. If you're not on the health plan or your spouse, it's just $10. Otherwise, it's free. So those are 2 additional things that you can stop down to HR to work through. All right, so open enrollment this year starts on Monday, October 24th, and it goes through Friday, November 11th. That is the time that you can go on to Maxwell Health and make all of the changes that you want to for next year's benefits. For those of you that like to keep things just the way they are, you do not have to log back in and do anything, although I encourage you to do that so you know what you have. But if you're doing flexible spending or holiday savings club, you do have to physically go into Maxwell Health and put that back in your shopping cart. When your shopping cart is empty, that's when you know you did it right. So this screen is just reminding you of these benefit breaks that take about 10 minutes if you want some one-on-one with myself or Michael. And we'll go through what you currently elect. You can stop and get your flu shot with Tatum and then pick up some trinkets as well. So let's talk about what stays the same for 2023. Dental insurance is staying the exact same. So if you have dental, it's through Delta Dental of Iowa. Those rates we have kept the same since 2015. If you sign up for dental for the first time this year for open enrollment, that first year is preventative covered only. But for those of you that already have it, there's no changes whatsoever, so that's good. Vision. Vision is staying the exact same as well. We have MetLife for vision, so this is a benefit you can pick up. So if you haven't had it in the past and you want to, you can sign up for that. Flexible spending. We've been using WEX, the company WEX, used to be Discovery, for a few years now. We're sticking with them. The IRS did increase the maximums that you can elect for flex for medical or limited purpose. It's $3,050 for next year. That's the max you can do. And then they increased the rollover as well, so that use it or lose it is kind of gone, where the risk of losing the money if you don't turn in expenses is gone now for next year up to $610. So that was quite a jump from the IRS. And then finally, just today, they came out with the deferred comp maximums. So you could do up to $22,500 for max for the second retirement vehicle. And then if you are 50 or older, you can also do now $7,500 for 2023. The biggest change that we have for 2023 is in regards to our health plan. For the traditional health plan, what we found is we compare our plans to many different health plans out there. Most importantly to us is local healthcare facilities, and we want to be competitive and we want to be fair. And so what we did this year was look at both plans. The traditional health plan here, we made a plan design change, and I'll explain that here in a second. And then we also changed premiums, and actually on these premiums for traditional, they went down. So what we're doing is we're going to change the plan design where the deductible, which right now it's 1,000 single, 2,000 family, is going to stay the same, but that is now going to be for just tier 1. So you can see on the screen above here that tier 1 is us, but it's also all of our clinics. And it's rehab at the clinic and Aben. It's also Northwest Iowa Bone and Joint. It's Northwest Iowa Surgeons, ENT, Avera Medical Group, a Department of Spencer Hospital, if it bills like that, Physicians Lab, Iowa Skin Care, Northwest Iowa Anesthesia, and Northwest Iowa Urology. So that deductible that we've been used to, $2,000 is going to be for all of that. However, if someone was to go outside of tier 1, then your deductible instead of 1,000 will be 2,000. And if you're on a family plan, instead of it being $2,000, it could go up to $4,000. Okay, so that's the plan design change. Coinsurance is across the board next year, 80-20. So once you've met your deductible, then you'll owe 20% of the bill, whether it's here or it's across the street or wherever you go, in network. And then the out-of-pocket maximum, you can see in red there as well. It's $3,500 for single, and it's $7,000 for family. That's the max out-of-pocket for the year. The other change that we made is, you can see highlighted on the screen, specialist copays. So it's going up to $40 instead of $35 for that. So that did go up just a little bit. And again, that was just comparison where we were a little under where we should have been. Now, if you look on the screen to the right, you can see that full-time 2023 column, instead of it being 80 a pay period for single traditional, it's actually going to go to 75. And you can jump down to family, that goes from 306 to 290. And so again, we're trying to be competitive with premiums for you and make it as affordable as possible, but in the same token, making sure that our plan is sustainable. And the hospital pays about 80% of all of the health claims and administrative costs. All right, now we're talking the other health plan that we offer, which is the high deductible, which qualifies where you can put money into a health savings account. This is my personal favorite type of plan. I've been doing one like this for years and years. There is no plan design change on that. We found that we are competitive there, actually probably maybe a little under where we should be, but we're going to stick with our plan design there. So deductible is still $2,500 if it's single, and if you have more than one person on, your deductible is still $5,000. There is no co-insurance as long as you stay within network, and that is your out-of-pocket maximum as well. So no plan design. However, the premiums did go up just a little bit. And so you can see on the right, from full-time 2022 to 23, it went from $34 a pay period to $40. And you can jump down to family, $143 to $161. Again, these rates are probably a little low for where we should be with this plan, but we really like this plan and encourage people to consider it. And one of the reasons is, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you save so much in premiums just by doing this plan. For single, it's $840 more in your pocket that you're not paying for the health plan. And if you look at the family, it's $3,672 a year that you're saving in premiums for taking a higher risk on this plan. And of course, this plan doesn't have copays, so if you're going to go to the pharmacy and get a script, you're going to just pay whatever the cost of the drug is towards your deductible. Same thing if you're going to go because you don't feel well at a doctor's visit, you're going to pay whatever they bill you towards your deductible. That's how those type of plans work. Again, the premiums are significantly less, and the other reason people do a plan like this is this qualifies where you can go to a bank and open up a health savings account and then put money of your own post-tax and into an HSA, and that money rolls over from year to year. You can access that money for any health, dental, or vision expense if you want, or you can just keep on building it until you retire and start pulling it out then. So that is our current model of how this plan works. So let's talk about a few other changes that we have. These things aren't going to be a big effect for you, but it is something that you need to know. So our MetLife supplemental, which used to be Aflac, then we switched to MetLife, and we've been with them for a few years, is now switching to Sun Life. So the new company for supplemental, for if you have accident, group critical illness, or hospital indemnity, is now going to be Sun Life next year. They're comparable plans. We went line by line, and it's going to be very similar to what we have right now, and the rates are actually a little bit less as well. The wellness benefits, if you remember to submit those claims and get back $100, for example, for accident per person per year, those are staying the same. And so it's not going to be a huge change for you, but if and when you are going to submit a claim, you're going to need a Sun Life form going forward in 2023. And those are built into Maxwell Health, so you're not going to have to put it back in your shopping cart if you already elect it. We're also switching from Cigna for life insurance and accidental death and dismemberment and long-term disability. Again, you're not going to have to do anything in Maxwell Health. If you already have life, in particular voluntary, it's going to roll over. For life insurance, it's a guaranteed issue, so if you already have life insurance like the voluntary, you're not going to have to go through medical underwriting, nor will your spouse or your kids if you already have it. We've all been grandfathered into that. If you want to increase your life insurance or pick up voluntary for the first time, you will go through medical underwriting to get approved. And Sun Life actually now owns Maxwell Health, And so their system will just automatically prompt if you need to go through medical underwriting and send you an evidence of insurability form. So nothing you need to worry about. It's all just rolling over if you have it. But if you see Sun Life instead of Cigna, that's what happened. When we signed up for long-term disability, they give us free an additional employee assistance program. So if you recall, we have EFR, which is our main EAP. And with EFR, people in your household, including you, get up to 6 sessions per person per year. But now this is an extra EAP where we get another 5 additional visits per person per issue per calendar year. If you were going to go see somebody, let's say for grief, you would present your EFR card, and as long as they accept EFR, you get 6 sessions to talk to somebody. And then you need to keep going. You could present to them the ComPsych information, and as long as they accept ComPsych, you could get another 5 sessions. So this is an extra free resource for employees and their household family members. And then finally, this is a big one for us. I just described to you that high deductible plan where you can go to a bank and open up a health savings account and put money into it, post-tax dollars. Well, what we're also adding this year is the ability for people to do that pre-taxed. And so if you do the high deductible health plan, so you first have to do that, you can't do traditional, then you can elect to sign up for an HSA. WEX, who's the company that administers our flexible spending, will also administer this for us, so it's a company we know, and this would be pre-taxed, and so you could diversify. You could, if you already have an HSA, just keep doing that, that's fine. You could do what I'm going to do, which is keep doing that, and because I don't hit the maximums are on the screen there, so for me, it's a family plan, and so we can put up to $7,750 per person, or per year, come 2023. Those just went up from the IRS as well. I can do some here, pre-tax, and I can do the way I've been always doing it, post-tax as well, as long as it doesn't go over that IRS maximum. So again, if you want to sign up for a health savings account through WEX, then you would put that in your shopping cart and put however much you want to elect. It'll come out of your paycheck, pre-tax dollars, and go into an HSA through WEX for you. They will also send you a debit card. So if you want to access that money that's in your HSA, you can do that as well. Actually, I think they send you 2 debit cards. So that's new to us, and that is just another way that you can save money pre-tax and put it into a health savings account. All right, so to wrap up everything, 1, you do not have to go into Maxwell Health and make any changes if you're comfortable with what you currently elect, okay? However, if you want to do flexible spending, or if you want to do the Holiday Savings Club, so here's Flex and here's Dependent Flex, or Holiday Savings Club. Holiday Savings Club's when you take out money out of your check, we store it aside for you. You have it happen 22 times in the year, and then come beginning of November, we pay you it back in theory for the holidays and do whatever you want with it. So if you want to sign up for that, that's in Maxwell Health as well. You have to elect information is the section in Maxwell Health. Elect that, and then the form will populate it towards the end when you submit your shopping cart, and you fill that out then in Maxwell Health. But you're going to need to go to Maxwell Health, log in, and then make your elections. When your shopping cart is empty, you know you submitted it correctly. So when your shopping cart is empty, you know you submitted it correctly. If you forget and you never go in there and you like everything that you currently have, no big deal, unless you wanted Flex and Holiday Savings Club. Okay? Well, we're down here. If you ever have any questions, you can come and see us at any time. Again, open enrollment is going to go for the next couple weeks here. And if you have questions, just reach out to us. Have a great day.